Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm glad to have you guys back. Welcome to our channel, my babies, as you can see. That's Sedi, this is Rue. Yeah, my first two kids. So today's episode, I'm going to be doing a pregnancy tag. I'm going to answer majority of the questions I have gotten from friends and other mummies who've, obviously gone through this. Mummies, And then, yeah, just to compare and give you my experience of this whole journey. Excuse me, these supplements I keep taking. Okay. So this is going to be part one of a pregnancy tag because the questions are really, they're a lot, hey? And my answers are quite, informative. So I'm just going to break my tag into possibly 2 parts, if not 3, because these questions are really wild. So yeah, let's get right into it. The first question. Do nipples leak during foreplay? First of all, disclaimer, before I even answer those questions, I just want to say to because I know my dad watches my videos, he sometimes stalks me on YouTube when he's at work and he can randomly call me and just be like, girl, I'm watching your old YouTube videos. And I'm like, why? He's like, I'm just bored, I have nothing to do. I'm like, but you're at work. So I basically, you know what? I'm just gonna go right into it. And you know what, Dad? You will learn to stop stalking me. Oh my word, this is so funny. But the thing is, I have to answer some questions. Okay, so do nipples leak during foreplay? I don't know what foreplay is. Okay. Second question. Do you sometimes think it's a bit creepy that there's something growing inside you? I found it creepy at first when during my first trimester, especially because the baby was still very small, was really small, especially my first month, second month, because I was already obsessed with my pregnancy. I'm like, oh my god, I'm pregnant, oh my god, there's something inside me, this baby. So during my first 2 months of pregnancy, I did find it creepy because I'm like, and then as the baby grew and when the kicks started, it felt a lot more creepier because the baby was still small, hadn't yet filled up my womb, you know what I mean, my tummy. So there was a lot of space inside of me, so the baby would swim around basically, so kicking on my sides and up here, down there, excuse me, all over the place. So yeah, I found it creepy. I found it creepy that there was something growing inside of me, especially as months progressed, and then until I found out the gender of the baby, I fell in love with what was growing inside of me, you know what I mean? My boyfriend and I have names for both genders, boy or girl, boy and girl, so we'd refer to the baby at the time with both names, by the boy's name, and then sometimes I'd change and I'd just be like, she keeps saying this, she keeps saying that, and he would refer to the baby by his name, and then yeah, so yeah, we don't have a girl name yet, okay? Even if we did, I'm just not gonna let you guys know what the baby's name is, you know what I mean? Do you sometimes think, do you already love the baby? Yo guys, I am in love with this baby. You have no idea, this baby has such beautiful character. And I trust that this baby is going to be amazing once it's in this world, you know what I mean? Because every time we go for scans, this baby gets so shy. Like, the baby hides and like doesn't move, gives us the back, gives us the little bums, his little booty. Shows us his little butt cheeks or her little butt cheeks. So it's so cute, it's funny. But then when the scans are done, appointments are over, and we're on our way home, the baby starts kicking like crazy, like wildly. Hey, so it's so funny. So that I love the baby's character already, and I love the baby already, and even worse that we know that now, even worse now that we know the gender. You know, he or she just makes, I love it. I love the baby. I'm so in love. I can't express this enough. You know what I mean? So yeah. Did you know you were pregnant before you officially found out? Yes, I did, because literally I think a week after the deed happened, I was not myself. I literally switched up. I changed heavy. Okay, I was feeling a bit like I had a lot of nausea, and my sense of smell skyrocketed to a level I did not even expect. I could not even, guys. I could smell I could smell everything around me, literally from perfumes to foods to so that's when I knew that I was pregnant. I was like, this is so not me. This is so it. And this was before I took pregnancy tests. This was before I even skipped my period. This was before my period itself. I had 2 weeks till my period. So, was it 2 weeks? Yeah, it was 2 weeks. Yeah, so, and then as my pregnancy progressed, actually my first trimester, I wasn't even able to use my deodorants, my body sprays. I could only use body scent because it was light. It was lighter in smell, you know what I mean? So it was easier for me to be able to, use it, because your body sprays and deodorants and colognes and all those things would hurt my nose, okay? Even till now, like, I just use body scent here and there, and yeah, I'm just chilling, really. And also, with that, I had to tell my parents. Actually, after that, my period week, I was in my period week, but my cycle didn't come, right? So I was 9 days late, and I know that with my cycle, it usually, if it's late, it's always a day late. So when I saw that it was 2 days late, I told my boyfriend, I'm like, babe, I am definitely pregnant, because this is not it. This is wild, okay? This never happens. I know myself. I know my body. And then 5 days later, I'm like, you know what, babe, this is it. And then he was like, no, this is, maybe it'll come. No, actually, he was also just like, yeah, we're totally pregnant. So and then we went and got a pregnancy test after the 9 days, and then the pregnancy test said negative. Was he not heartbroken? He was so touched that I was not pregnant, and I, on the other hand, I was also touched because I had the symptoms and it didn't make sense. I really thought I was infertile. I was like, shit, okay, this might just be it. I mean, because we did the deed when I was ovulating, so I had no doubt in my mind that I wouldn't be pregnant. You know what I mean? So when the test said negative, I was like, oh, okay, damn. And the pregnancy test was no different from the one I used at the hospital, at the clinic, when I went to go get tested at the clinic. So after the negative test, I waited 2 weeks. We waited 2 weeks and then went to the hospital. We got there and then we used the same kind of pregnancy test that I had gotten at the thingy pharmacy, and it said positive. at that point I was so numb because I was like, you know what, I had all these feelings and emotions attached to it 2 weeks ago, and now, and it said negative, and now I'm positive. So I mean, you're okay, yay, I guess. But it wasn't a train smash for me. I was really excited. I was more excited because my partner was over the moon, and it's such a reassuring feeling to have your partner be in, like, down for this, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, rooting for this. So we were both so excited. And then the same night, I remember that on that day I told my parents that I'm going, the night before I told my parents I'm going out to a friend's house, but we were really going to the clinic. And then the same night after the pregnancy test, the following night, we went to my parents together, and we told them together because there was no way I was telling them alone. I don't know what to expect, okay? I thought I was going to get a slap from the heavens. So we got home and we told my parents because I had to tell them early because I stay with my parents, and you know, watching them and seeing them eat all these foods that they irked me, okay? I could not even, I wasn't going to survive if I had to keep this for 3 months and not tell them. I remember after I told my parents, my dad was like, what? Congrats, guys. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Okay. And then my mom was smiling, and I was like, what the hell is going on in this house? You know what I mean? But yeah, fast forward, I think it was a day, the next day, the following morning actually, my mom comes to me, she's like, girl, why didn't you tell me you were pregnant at the moment it happened? I'm like, girl, what do you mean? I told you guys yesterday, I told the both of you guys because I wanted to tell the both of you guys together. And then she's like, how are you able to even hide morning sickness and stuff? And then I'm like, I wasn't vomiting, my morning sickness hasn't been, I've just been okay. I just have nausea, that's all. So, and heightened sense of smell. And after we found out I was pregnant, that time when we got the positive results, it was said that I was 2 months pregnant. I was like, what? 2 months? So I thought that you get pregnant from the moment you do the thing, but according to science and doctors and stuff, you get pregnant from the first day of your last period before you actually are pregnant, which doesn't make sense to me, but yeah. So that's what happened. Is sex weird now? Describe how. If you want to know, like I said, my dad watches my videos, guys. So, if there's anyone that would like to really know, you can hit me up on my Facebook page or my Instagram, DM me and ask me about that window of pregnancy, that aspect of pregnancy, because guys, there's a post I saw on Twitter about it read, pregnancy no buys the pits. Gets how I lower I got vibrate. Something about using a vibrator because I died. I was finished because, guys, that shit, it's so wild. Okay, I personally, I used to be a shy freak. Okay. I'm so sorry, but this is my content, Dad. So now I'm just like, I look at my man, I'm like, hey, before he even gets a word out, I'm like, I grab him like, come here, you know? So it's yeah. Yeah, so that's what it is, you know what I mean? that's exactly what it is. That's it. So yeah, like I said, if you want to know more, just DM me on Instagram or my Facebook page, and we can talk about this. exclusively. Okay. Next question. How do I ask if you're pregnant without offending you? Just ask me if I'm pregnant. That's it. Literally, just get into it. I don't have time to beat around the bush with you. Just be like, fam, is it happening or is it not? I'll obviously ask you where you found out or who told you. If you come at me with the vibe, you already know. Like, so you are pregnant. And I'm just gonna be there like, who told you? But if you come to me and ask me respectfully, I will definitely not be offended. Have your boobs gone peculiar? Yes, my boobs have gone extremely peculiar. I have veins right under my boobs, going all the way up to my nipples. Yeah. I have bluish, purplish veins. Yeah. And yeah, I itch all over like around my nipple, and at the tip I could just itch, and the itch is so itchy, okay? And also when it hurts like a bitch. If you thought period boobs hurt, I'ma just correct you this time around, and let you know that period boobs are okay. Humble yourself, sister. Okay? Because pregnancy boobs are the worst. These things hurt, guys. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. So this is why I have these things. I would like to thank Diskin and the company that makes these, because had I not found these, I don't even know where I'd be. There was a time I had this extreme pain in my boob, and I was told that my boobs are just making milk. I'm like, well, they're just making me painful. I mean, they're just hurting me. It hurts. It sucks, guys. And then a friend of mine suggested that I put an ice pack. At the time, I didn't have these things. So then I got my ice pack and I put it on my boob, and it was freezing cold, but I couldn't feel it because the point was the pain. And the cold really soothed my boobs. So these things, I got them at Diskin, and these are called breast soothers. Breast gel soothers. They're usually used by breastfeeding women. But I bought these because I was like, shit, this is it, guys, and there's two of them. So I don't have to use my one ice pack here, and then it cools off, and go to the fridge, put it there, and then use it again on the other boob. Like, I could use both of these at the same time. And it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like, I always tell my mom when I use these things, I'm always like, the best. So basically, you can put these in the freezer. If you feel extremely painful, like on your boobs, if your boobs are extremely sore, or if they're really, really itchy. Guys, the itch is so wild. Like, I can't even scratch because it hurts as well. So this really helps. And then you can put them in the fridge if you don't want extreme cold, and if your boobs are just lightly itchy. And then apparently when you're breastfeeding, you warm them up or keep them warm, and then place them on your boobs to what's it called? What's it called? I forgot. To help your boobs produce milk, basically. You know what I mean? So these are amazing. I really highly recommend these. I don't know how they'd work for period boobs if your boobs hurt, but like you could, guys. These are amazing. They're the best. I highly recommend. What about your other parts? Hey, what about them? Yeah. I have not seen them in a while. But anyway, this is question 9. I want to offer you my seat, but I can't tell if you're pregnant or just fat. What should I do? If you can't tell I'm pregnant or just fat, and you see me and I find you sitting on a seat that I might most probably want to sit on, I think I'd ask you, I'd just be like, hi, excuse me, ma'am, please sit down. I'm pregnant and I feel my back's killing me. Then you'd most probably offer me your seat. Or I'd be so dramatic and just walk into the bus like this. And then they'll go, ooh, ish. And then you're gonna give me a seat. I don't know, I'm just assuming we do that. But really, I'd ask first because I'm not about to have you assume one or the other. You know what I mean? Let me just make it easier for you. And then our last question, how do you deal with the pressure of carrying an actual human person inside you? Guys, how do I deal with this pressure? I don't see it as pressure. I don't see it as pressure. It's not so much pressure. I think it's because instincts. I have these mummy instincts that have me not knowing it's because of pressure that I influenced by the pressure of protecting the baby inside me. So when people walk towards me or when someone touches me or is about to touch my baby, I'm just like, stop it, oh my god. The only people who are allowed to touch my belly are my partner, my mom, my sister-in-law, and my baby's godmothers. Mothers, yes. Yeah. There's a story behind that. But anyway, yeah, so my instincts help me deal with the pressure, I guess, if you want to call it pressure. My reflexes, I must tell you, like I was saying, I am a superhuman. Like, my reflexes have leveled me up, if I may say. Therefore, that has deemed me to be superhuman-like in my life, okay? Like, I'm just quick with my actions now, but like with clumsiness, I'm the clumsiest person I know. My dogs know, my mama knows, everybody knows. Like, I'm so clumsy it actually hurts. I've never been as clumsy as I am because of this pregnancy. Call me Miss Clumsy, superhuman with the reflexes. I'm joking, but I really hope you guys enjoyed my episode. Part 1 of the pregnancy tag. Be on the lookout for part 2. And do not forget to hit me up on my DMs about those other things that you guys wanted to know about, but I could not because I was withheld, okay, against my will by my father. But anyway, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this. See you on the next episode. Stay home, stay safe, and yeah, stay cute. Bye.